Welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I'm Ronique, and thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel. We are continuing our series of the upcoming month aheads. This is going to be for November of 2021. I invite you to look at your sun, moon, and rising signs throughout the month, because this is really important as you move through the energies to check back and see how those energies are playing out for you. If you haven't joined me before, we're going to pull some cards for the tarot, but we're also going to talk about astrology here in the beginning so that you can coordinate those times of the month. Okay, so October 23rd, the sun moved into Scorpio. October 30th, Mars entered Scorpio. November 2nd, Mercury exited retrograde shadow. November 4th, there's a new moon in Scorpio at 12 degrees. November 5th, Mercury enters Scorpio. November 10th, Mars squares Saturn. November 19th is a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. November 21st, the sun will enter Sagittarius. And November 24th, Mercury enters Sagittarius. So keep those dates in mind as you move through the month, and I will see you on your sign. Okay, see you soon. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your November 2021 month ahead reading. I hope you all are having a good month. We are going to pull a 2-card spread for each week of November. Make sure you refer back to those dates from the beginning of the video to see how these play out for you, but I'll also talk about them as we go through the reading. All right, so let's see where we're at for the first week of November. We have the Hermit card coming out first in reverse. So you may have been going into solitude or haven't been able to go into solitude, and you're trying to get some kind of clarity, or you need some time to yourself that first week of November. And you have the 7 of Cups, so some kind of decisions or options are being weighed on you since they're both in reverse that first week of November. The second week of November, we have the Ace of Cups, so that's a really nice energy, Capricorn. And we also have the Strength card, so that's a really good week for you all. It looks like that second week of November. The third week, we have 5 of Wands, so some types of tension might be coming up, and that's actually around that lunar eclipse in Taurus, so that might have something to do with that third week. And the Hangman, so some kind of decisions must be being made, or you're trying to weigh options maybe from that first week in November. Then the fourth week, look at that, Capricorn, you actually have Ace of Swords that fourth week, so lots of blessings coming to you, and the Judgment card in reverse. So let's look at this month, Capricorn. So this first week of November, we actually have Mercury exiting retrograde and the new moon in Scorpio. So this Hermit card might be some energy around you needing to take some time for yourself. Maybe you've been working too hard. You just need some kind of peaceful, break from the world, if you will. I feel like, especially with the Hermit card in reverse during that new moon in Scorpio, there may be some. Scorpio is like also the sign of like death and rebirth, so there may be some things that you need to let go of, that you need to think about during that Scorpio new moon on the 4th. But you also have a lot of options that you're weighing. Maybe you haven't been able to sit down and really put your mind to it. Maybe that's also what this Hermit card is like you needing to take some time to think through some options. Since they're both in reverse, it's like they're both weighing on you during that new moon in Scorpio, and there might be something you need to release so that you can actually get to a point where you can choose from all these many options. It's almost like you're having analysis paralysis in that first week of November. With the second week in November, this is a really positive energy. You have the Ace of Cups and the Strength card. And that second week of November is when we have that Mars squaring Saturn, and Mercury entering Scorpio. So keep in mind just this whole strength card. It usually has to do something with balance, or you trying to make sure you are keeping things in a good light, if you will. I think sometimes with the strength card, we forget, like, okay, there's certain things in life that you need to create a harmony, and especially with that infinity sign over her head, it seems like there's going to be some type of blessings. This can be emotional blessings. It can also be like an increased intuition around that second week of November. And this might be a really positive sign coming off of those Seven of Cups and that Hermit. So that second week, maybe you're actually getting clarity where you were kind of more confused or in the dark that first week of November. And Capricorn, that third week of November is actually that full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. So this Five of Wands, you might have some kind of tension or something brewing, or you're working with others. Maybe you have to look at things in a different way. Maybe you're not seeing eye to eye. This could be at work, with colleagues. Something might come to light with that full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. So just keep that in mind that third week of November. Like, keep your mind open. You might need to look at things in a different way, especially in a group setting. You might be presented with some just some information that you're just trying to mull over, and you just need to think through it a little better, okay? And then that fourth week of November, you do have this Ace of Swords and the Judgment card in reverse. I think that's very interesting, Capricorn, because that fourth week of November, Mercury enters Sagittarius and the Sun enters Sagittarius. So during that time, you might need to get clear on some information, or you might be given just like a burst of information with that Ace of Swords. Like, that's usually like clarity, something coming to the surface that maybe you didn't know about. With the Judgment card in reverse, there is like this energy of you being maybe not totally feeling like you've come to the end of a cycle. Like, maybe you're trying to get to the end of a cycle, and maybe the information coming in is trying to steer you in a certain direction. But I'm almost getting this sense of like needing to be patient with yourself, Capricorn. Maybe all the information isn't quite there, even though you start getting signs of information with that Ace of Swords. Just be patient, because November 24th, when Mercury enters Sagittarius, you might keep getting more clarity. And I feel like this Judgment card is almost saying, be patient, your time is coming, you are coming to the end of a cycle, but it's just not yet. Like, be patient, use the information as it comes, but don't try to rush it, okay? And I think that's really important, since you started off the month, Capricorn, with kind of like this needing time to yourself, needing to be able to like focus on your different options. I think by the end of the month, some of that clarity will come, but I don't think it's going to be all the way. I don't think the whole cycle is going to be finished quite yet. Okay, Capricorn, I hope you have a great November 2021. See you later.